Booktalk's love of Gen AI, I swear, y'all need to chill. Okay, I'm into books just like the next person. In 2025, I read 47 books. Could be better, but you know, I'm pretty proud of that. Did that while working my job. But one thing that frustrates me personally so much is the rampant use of Gen AI in the book talk community. Let's talk about this. So we have a video from this creator, Maya's Fiction, expressing a very similar sentiment that I completely share. By the way, please don't send hate to any parties involved.
Yeah, this needs to stop. I don't like to talk about negative things on this app unless it's AI. Specifically in the book talk community, I'm constantly seeing the same mistake of random people praising artists for their art when it's computer generated. It just irks me.
So, the effects she used in the video is so funny. It cracks me up so much. It is such a thing in the book community where they will take a book and then whatever the main character is, typically the main male character, but they will do it to the main female character too. And it's typically done with the fantasy genre. So this is a modern rich boy romance. So it doesn't really fall into the category of these generator guys. But they will go to Gen AI and then go generate what the main character and the female main character would look like. And people go wild about this on TikTok. Here's an example from an account. This is a fan art, and I say this in like extremely loose quotes, about a book series called Fourth Wing. Okay, basically it features hot mystery shadow guy plus dragon rider girl. Okay, well, they both ride dragons, but this is so obviously AI generated. Like, most definitely AI generated. And the comments are just full of people eating it up. Everyone's like, this is my favorite art ever. Or, oh my god, he's so hot. Guys, the reason why RAM prices are the way they are is because people are doing shit like this, making little videos about hot men, hot non-existent fantasy men, and how our RAM prices are 3 times what they used to be. We have this from Throne of Glass. It's a series written by Sarah J. Maas. Also, it's always so interesting to me too, because like the first Hot Shadow guy and this one, they're supposed to be the same guy from the same book series, but they just look turbo different. You know, a human artist would get the face consistency correct amongst the fan art characters. And these are fantasy characters, so you are free to imagine however they look like. You know, he canonically does have a scar on his face, so there's that. But this is not the same dude. We got AI generated videos like this. I don't know, man. People in the comments are like, yes, I love it. Yay. Guys, what? Also, on a complete side tangent about these types of books, I personally have such an issue with the male character being 10 bajillion years old canonically, and the female character not even being old enough to drink in some countries. I don't know. It's just a little weird to me. Conveniently, guys, do you think these creators have a Patreon? Because if you said yes, you would be correct. Here we have membership options for $1 a month. You get no perks. For $5 a month, you get high quality digital downloads with the watermark. You know, watermark Google Gemini, phone and desktop wallpapers, general support. And for $8 a month, you get the downloads without a watermark and community polls. And this is the other person that the creator was talking about in their TikTok video, where they have all of this fan art. And if you're looking kind of like loosely at it, you might be like, oh wow, this person is a really talented artist, haha. And then you look a little closer. This is Carden from The Cruel Prince. This is AI generated. Look, we have a candle and a cup, okay? But the flame is in the cup. This is Jude, also from The Cruel Prince. This is Kai Azar from Powerless. It's one of those where, again, you look at the details and the details suddenly don't start adding up, like the handle part of the sword. Like, this length is not the same as this length, and the shaft is off-center. The hilt? God, I'm not remembering the names correctly. Also, I don't know why this sword, in the blade, there's like a little divot in the middle. I feel like that would not make the sword very functional, but I could be wrong. And of course, we have these animations that are also most definitely very AI generated. And they also have a Patreon. For $5 a month, you can get access to exclusive, high-res content and unseen art. Yay! This is something that's been happening in like the art space on Twitter. I'm not saying this to say that I'm some like creative genius, you know, but like I feel like the moment it comes to something that starts airing on the territory of mildly goonerish, critical thinking kind of goes out the window. This might be a hot take, but to me, this is kind of feeling like the equivalent of the like AI generated hot physically gifted female art on Twitter plus Patreon, but this is the hot male fantasy version for books, you know? Like, all the Twitter accounts that are pumping out like one AI generated piece a day, it is almost always exclusively art of women. They are also very like gooner type art. Look, if you do NSFW art, yo, I love that for you, man. I just don't like Gen AI. Because they're AI generating these very suggestive pictures of like anime women, like all of a sudden, oh, well, I'm gonna go subscribe to the Patreon to see more like NSFW Gooner pics. Haha. Common sense. Psh. And I feel like this is kind of giving the same thing, right? Where it's like, oh, hot, shirtless, tatted men. Well, I'm just gonna ignore the fact that it's Gen AI and subscribe to the Patreon so I can see more, whatever, anime style drawings of hot men. To me, it's kind of giving two sides of the same coin, you know? I don't know. Look, at the end of the day, I love seeing art of my favorite characters in books. You know, I love Fourth Wing, right? I love seeing art of my favorite characters. Love it when it's actually handmade. Support your local artists, guys. Support your actual artists, okay? Now more than ever, they need it. And dare I say, we should use your imagination, guys. Unless you have aphasia, then maybe you might need to look at some pictures. But, you know, we can imagine how the character looks like. You know, we don't need to go into Midjourney or Google Gemini and type in Xaden from Fourth Wing or Kaden from The Cruel Prince and try to generate some images of it. I don't know. That's just me personally. That's just how I feel about it. I'm curious about your thoughts. You know, do you use Gen AI to go generate character images of people that you like or like fantasy characters you would like to see? I just want to end this with like some artists that do fan art of book characters that I personally love. So this is one of my favorite artists. I love their art. I've been following them for like for bajillion 10,000 years probably. Oh my god, I love this book series. Once Upon a Broken Heart. It has insane yearning. Jax and Evangeline. Beautiful. I love the way this artist draws Jax. This is their Carden and Jude from The Cruel Prince. I love the way they draw. This is their art of K-pop demon hunters. This is another artist that I love. If I were to ever write a book, I would die if this artist were to like make any art of it. Like their art is gorgeous. This is their Carden and Jude from The Cruel Prince artwork. Feast your eyes upon this masterpiece. I have not read this yet, but the art is thoroughly making me want to. Beautiful. Never ever after I have this book have not read it yet, but okay, anyways, this is getting long because I keep showing pretty artists, but just support actual artists. I'll have them linked down below, okay? So anyways, if you like this video, I appreciate it. If you like and subscribe, don't forget to check me out on Etsy. I have digital art there for streamers and creators. I also have a coffee with free resources like a free sponsorship guide. And I also stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. PST. So I hope to catch y'all there or in another video. Peace.